Alright, welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4, Millennium Dawn modded playthrough of Chechnya. And we are gonna start our declaration on Central Siberia before they can get guarantees from any of those countries. So we are starting our military operations immediately. And we are actually losing an attack. By God. I would not have expected that. But it is a full-on war. We do have some reserves we can bring into this, but I would prefer not to use those. And then if you check the supply map as we move forward here, it's going to get terrible. Yep. We are pushing towards their cities, which is good. Like we did push off this hub here and use that as a launch point. They're launching cruise missiles at our supply lines, though, as I would expect. And it looks like our lines east-west are done, but our north-south line is not. And kind of our redundancies. But it looks like we broke through. So we're kind of peeling them back. And we're getting anti-vessels. Let's go back to the front map. Yeah, we're peeling them back in this northern front. They don't have enough units now in position. They're going to have to spread thinner. It's just whether or not we can even supply our units up that far north. Especially in the winter. When that comes. So it'd be nice to take this early. And if we take these airfields, they're pretty much done at that point. Alright, helicopter operator. And that wrapped up. Yeah, so what units? These are tanks, mechanized units. Not the craziest thing in the world. So we're winning that, considering how big our army is. We've got a full army group of infantry. And our agent was captured by Turkish counterintelligence. How dare they? How dare the Turks do this to him? He was doing nothing bad. He did nothing harmful. Oh, we got a full encirclement. Let's go ahead and clear this unit before things get crazy. Eliminate that and get that land. Go ahead and grant them a bailout. I don't want them accruing 300 or 3,000 trillion dollars in debt. That was ridiculous when that happened. I'm still bitter about it. Things that make no sense. That should never have happened to me. And yep, they're just going to be out of org. We're going to struggle here in the central region because we don't have air cover, really. There's no supplies. All our supplies are in this northern section. I want to move through here faster. Yes. Go north. The mission is to get the north and the sea under control. It is to not dilly-dally around in the water here. Or what is it? Whatever is going on here. Alright, so we took that. Beautiful. There is a port there. Oh my god, that's crazy. It's actually a beautiful thing. And we'll get him promoted. Our mechanized leaders, but you know, what does it hurt to have infantry promotions? And the offensive from this point on is then to push to the east. So we shall assault from the west. Alright. Overall, I think that's been going fairly well. As far as the assault goes, where are we at? Turkey's just doing Turkish things. Yeah, so we've fielded well over what they've filled in manpower wise, but we have like a 10-to-1 KD for our units, so I'm very happy with having a 10-to-1 KD. Yeah, we don't care. We're not starting a war or a world war over that right now. We still don't have supply lines. Like we would be pulling World War II Japan style moves. If we go to war with Europe, it's because we have to. Not because they provoked us. Like geopolitically, that's just a bad move. That is what you would call a horrible decision. Horrible. And we're just gonna walk them back. They can't stop us now. You can see just the supply issues they have up here in the north. They haven't built this up. As our units get into position, because I have airdrops up here, gonna be fine, and they don't have any more airfields really. They just have these two, which are very important for them, I'm sure. Yeah, see, they have all their planes. 900 planes are trapped on this small level 2 airfield. How bad is the air war going for them because of that? What a sad day. They just have bombers? Pathetic. So pathetic. And they don't even have anything in the air over here. They gave it up. They gave it up. I'm surprised they have that many bombers in the skies though, so they're trying to bomb us and bomb out the supply lines back here. Which, I mean, I don't have fighter coverage over. So they can. It is a viable strategy. I just wanted to protect our fuel planes. Our supply drops airlift. And looks like it realigned a lot of that infantry, mechanized infantry. Yeah, we're pushing right into that airfield. Yep. Looks like these rail lines connect to ours pretty well down here, so that's giving us supply. Up here, like I said, they don't have anything. This is pathetic. This canal giving us supply? That canal is totally giving us supply. Only has a capacity of 15, though. Really terrible. It goes all the way. And we got an encirclement. Stop going around. Like, what are we even doing? Just go through. Eliminate the forces, guys. Because the worst thing for them is just having no units, and they have no units. Also, that airfield they just lost. That should force all of them, like, here, right? Thing has 1,091 to 1,108 planes. That is insanity. Is that the only airfield left, I guess? Looks like it. I can tell you, if this is what was on the border with me and I was Kazakhstan, I would have already took this. Just like China did. There's so many resources that this is available to this whoever owns this territory. It's ridiculous. Looks like we took land in between this gap. Yeah, they don't even have units to defend with. There's just blaring holes now in the line. Yep. Alright. Some of this has tech metals and such. Has to. Right here. I demand that. Steel, light. Okay, so most of this is actually oil. That's insanity to me, but okay. I have to get all of that. The rest of it, puppet. All puppeted. I could satellite Russia, I guess, too. But I'm gonna have to do that anyway to get core claims on all of that. But we'll go ahead and submit that. And Chechnya and China. Mano y mano. We might have a duel. I think they win that every day of the week right now. They have way better resources. But that being said, we now have this. And this, probably the most important thing in the world to us, is we have a sizable... Yes. Can I go directly from here to... I totally can. Look at that. Straight to this naval yard. Alright. And I can put 3 naval bases, so we can have 3 external naval bases. That's... Yeah, so there's really one... Just this tile controls everything. That's insane. That's a huge bottleneck. Alright. Then I'm gonna put... Definitely needs the biggest missile launch sites. Everything on that tile. State defense networks later, once I get the naval yard built. Forts on all of those. This tile is so important for us right now. Holy. That's crazy how important that tile is. Yeah, I can't even describe how important that tile is. That's insane. Like, incredibly risky how that is. All right, and the Russian state of the Urals. Let's see. I think I have something here, right, to build that's part of the Russian state of the Urals, or do I not? I think I shifted everything over to building. Maybe not. All right, so then I'm gonna rush to get the Russian state of the Urals done. That'll be... You need roads all over here. This is crazy. Can't believe all that doesn't have roads. Welcome to Siberia, I guess. What do you mean? What do you mean I can't build? Network infrastructure is done. Air bases. Of course it's air bases, guys. There wouldn't be... Anywhere over there, there wouldn't be air bases. Alright, let's get air bases. Come on. Radar. We need full coverage. Torad. Missile silos. Guess we're making renewable energy grid stuff. We're gonna go ahead and gonna bump all of everything and all of it up. Firm. All this stuff in perm. And we're gonna bump all this other drab stuff here. Missing roads and such. And then push this up here. Alright. Satellite based agriculture, programmable harvesters. We're getting automated here. We're getting efficient and automated. That's wild. Yeah, we're losing all this political power, so I can't upgrade any of that yet. Not yet. It's very finicky. What do we need to go for next? Now that we have open ocean access, probably securing Greenland so we can attack America potentially. And if we took Panama, I'm sure there's some sort of event or something where it's like you take Panama when you're getting attacked immediately by America, but that if they don't program that in, you know, that's a weakness we could take advantage of. I don't see these NATO states here as being a problem. I really think we could take this. America's just going to be the issue. So I think we go for Somalia again to test our mettle. I really do. Because Ukraine... Are they guaranteed by anyone? No. Man, it would be nice to have Crimea. And it's a year. We're doing it. We're going for the glory. Yep. They're moving forces over. Yeah, so this will give us a border with Europe directly. That's significant outside of the mountains. And a buffer. Oh man, they have so many units too. This is gonna be a fun fight. Do they have... They don't have really any tech metals, but they do have everything else. Precious metals and a ton of iron, so we would definitely love to have this for boats. Definitely need that for boats. Alright, what did we finish up? We got a foot infantry. We'll move that to Africa Command. We got one tank. So 444 goes into that. So we'll use our mechanized forces here along this border. And then we're gonna send... Man, that's rough. That's all water. I almost want to bring our Marines back. But we don't even have enough Marines. Yeah, because I would want to put them there. Yeah, so if I push... I'll just have them there as a fallback point. They'll be in the region and we can figure out where we want to deploy everyone. Yeah, we're starting to get some of our troop production finishing out now. So Africa Command actually can maintain itself. Yeah, hold up. Let's get these forces right. We want them in coverage along this entire border. And we want to call this... Oh god. ACOM Defense Force. This is COCOM Defense Force. And we just put a guy with no promotions in charge. Let's get a battle plan wrote up for these. Are we going to sweep through Ukraine? I doubt it, but maybe. We're not Russia. We're the Chechens. And we have tech. Oh yeah, we've got some good army units up here. This is going to be a wild fight. Ukraine is ready too. That ain't no joke. Alright, let's see. We can build more nuclear stuff, so let's get more nuclear stuff done. And I think these are down on the southern borders, yep. I might have to move them up north. Okay. You, sir, are going to Africa, command. I hate to say it, but Africa is calling you. What do we have? Oh, we're actually made it to major power now. I can change our goals for the videos. Honestly, being a great power isn't too far off. Because, yeah, with us being a major power, we're going to get a lot more political power per turn. Means we can press our influence a bit and get this up. That's all good news. We should snowball fairly quickly because of things like that. Yeah, I'm missing a lot of these forts. It'd be nice if they were built on that western front. Like Krasnodar would be nice to have that built out. Can't lie. Oh, I told you. I told everyone who was listening, who doubted me, that I needed more nuclear fuel production. Look at that. I did. I barely had enough. But we did it. Alright, we're throwing that. How many Marines did I lose? I think I lost like 9 Marine divisions because of that horrible event that happened. That was this encircled encirclement, what you could call it. Where or the massacre at Ashgabat or Dojguz. Actually, is there a town name up here? The Turkmenbashi massacre. That's what happened to the Marines. God, we got destroyed there. It's almost as bad as the U.S. forces against our airborne infantry that are no longer existent. I do need to swap these. So we'll just save this. This is not done by any stretch. I just don't have enough power or whatever you call that, army experience, this, whatever that is. Because I do have to buy a doctrines thing down here. Recon would be good. Reinforcement cost. Can I get both of these, or is it mutually? No, it's mutually exclusive. So it's well entrenched, so I'd have to stick with that. Let's go with this. And then I'll progress forward from there. And then, let's see. Gotta add these infantry troops up north. Into Africa Command. Cool. And it looks like we do have... Alright, we're about halfway there, and then we're just short on political power, so that's not too bad. Okay. Get our autosave in. And then from there, we're going to have to expand into Ukraine and some other regions. But anyway, let's go over the ledger here. We're going the 5th in the rankings again in the economy. Looks like for industry here, if I click the right button, still maintaining 6, but we're moving closer to the Russian Provisional Authority and NATO. That's going to be a fun fight whenever we do fight NATO. Naval yards probably still the same. Military industry. Ukraine's actually surpassing us, which is wild. And Ukraine is right behind us in civilian industry. So this is going to be an interesting fight. But with that, thanks for watching, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.